Hi guys, welcome to week 8 here on Transcending Origins, unless I think it's week 8, but I'm not really sure. But anyway, this week's topic is one of the best ones we've had, thank you Desi, and it's about religion and how it's affected our lives and transition. Well, before I get onto that, I've got to explain my religious standpoint and how, based on my life, how I feel about that. Well, basically, I go to a Catholic school, and I'm in a Catholic family, and I have loads of Catholic friends and loads of Catholic people always bumping into me. So it's Catholic propagandism. Basically, that sums up my opinion on it. I think the Catholic religion, although at heart it's got a nice message of forgiveness and that, really the whole hypocrisy of the church hierarchy and popes and priests and all that, and just how it's taught in Catholic schools it's all very oppressive. For example, we got visited not so long ago by a speaker talking about STDs and such. I actually found out later that day that the speaker has to give a different presentation to Catholic schools than it does to public schools, which is really bad in my opinion. I'm a real strong believer in you shouldn't really censor anything, so be that what it may. Sorry, it's raining, I've got to walk the dog and I'm just walking on. Sorry. Also, even though Iron Maiden is my religion, I would sort of have a standpoint that I was agnostic. I like the idea of like a spiritual afterlife in whatever form or whatever take you have on that. I respect everyone's opinions on religion and everyone's religious beliefs. I also would like the idea, but just based on human teaching, really, of religion, I just don't, and factual support, I don't really find any proof in it. I like solid evidence over blind faith, really. Which is kind of funny because I've got to play guitar in a mass on Thursday, so I'm quite tempted just to forget the hymn and just whip out a bit of metal or something. No, I won't, because I'll get in trouble. But religion affecting transition, well, I'm pre-hormones, so which as soon I get my referral, hopefully, fingers crossed, I gotta go to the doctors on Thursday to get this referral thing, which it takes ages. I've been to like psychologist after psychologist, and I have to go to doctors, and it sucks ass. Sorry, but it is long. It's annoying. Anyway, as I was saying, religion. With transition, it hasn't really affected me. I don't think it really will, because by the time I get to use hormones in a safe environment, like before, like, I don't know, I've got to time it really when I'm gonna start hormones before I leave college. Based on that fact, it won't really affect my transition, I don't think, because once I'm out of school, it won't really affect my life much, religion in any way. But so far as the moment, how is opinions shaped and stuff? Well, I've got to say, the Catholic teaching, although basically everyone's got the idea that it's a big like slutty extravaganza. Like if you've ever watched Malcolm in the Middle, the episode where Reese is talking about like Catholic women or something, and he's like talking about French kissing or something, and it's not like that. They don't like contraception or anything like that, but they don't like go. It's not as bad as it was back in the day. It was very you must not have sex ever. And that is a demonstration of how deep my voice can go. Sorry about that. Well, with religion, I'm still basing my opinions on it, but I am very agnostic, I think. I do like proof, but I still don't rule out any spiritual beliefs or hope for a spiritual life after, because it's very depressing just thinking you're going to rot in the ground, you see. But then again, I do like opinions and facts. But yeah, as far as transition goes, I don't think it will affect me in physical transition anyway. Mental transition hasn't affected me at all. I haven't really considered God's opinion, because my family are Catholic, but they're not like, we don't go to church or anything, but some of my family do, but because we are in this family, we remain under the title Catholic, you know what I mean? It's complicated, but we don't go to church or anything like that, and no one in my primary family who live in this building with me are like influenced by religion like massively or anything like that. They're not Jesus freaks or anything like that, which is cool because they wouldn't live with me otherwise. Even though it's not my house and I could not kick myself out. Anyway, that's really all I have to say on religion. I like religious rants, but usually they're a bit, technically my religious rants in school are kind of funny because they're of a very anti-religious standpoint half the time, and the hypocrisy of it all. And I'm in a Catholic school, so I often get in trouble for it. But I have to make clear, I do respect everyone's opinions on it, but I myself, I can't see it. Anyway, that's probably all I've got to say without repeating myself on religion. Anyway, thanks for listening to this week's topic on religion, which I really like, by the way. Usually I'd probably get a bit more angry in my rants, but I've got to say I'm in a good mood today, even though I am busy as hell. But yeah, thanks again for listening, and peace out, bye.